Colorado's growing pro-life movement has a range of tactics to further its cause. Part of its ground campaign involves the operation of what are known as crisis pregnancy centers. These centers often look similar to abortion clinics, but instead counsel women against having an abortion, suggesting alternatives such as adoption. We visited the Colorado Springs Pregnancy Center to see how these centers work.
We are not a full-service medical clinic. We don't do prenatal care. We don't do that type of thing. If there's any kind of a medical complication, we refer them to the emergency room or to the other clinics. But we do an ultrasound enough to be able to tell how far along they are.
For the women who decide to give birth, the center provides baby clothing and gear through its incentive program.
This is our boutique, and this is where all of our families that go through our mentoring program, as they complete a course or a curriculum, they earn baby bucks, and they use the baby bucks to be able to buy what they need for their children in here. We feel very strongly that we shouldn't give things away, because when you have to work for something, it gives you a sense of self-efficacy, but yet it's within reach for them to be able to really provide for their children in a good way.
After seeing the clinic's operation, we sat down to discuss what the process is like for women who are undecided about their pregnancy.
The three basic options that they have. They can make a choice to parent their child, they can make a choice to make an adoption plan, or they can make a choice for abortion.
Would you say that you would dissuade a woman from making that decision?
I have very strong feelings that an infant is another life and that the choice occurred before the pregnancy. And so from a personal standpoint, that is not something I could do. I am sure that there is a part of that that comes through as I'm talking with people, but it's not a coercive type of thing.
In your opinion, is adoption and giving birth, are those better options than abortion?
I think it's a better option for the baby. I think that it's very difficult for me to think about someone making a choice to end that. But again, I also realize that everybody at this point, certainly in our country, everybody has the legal right to make that choice themselves.
So do you think that there's a place for abortion clinics in this state, or would you like to see different sorts of restrictions on that sort of access?
If you think back over the history of our country here in the United States, laws were put in place to help to protect people who didn't really have a voice, but that's where the laws were put into place. You know, when you think about that, and you really are logically and ethically trying to follow that back, there may be the need for legislation to help protect most vulnerable people, because we sometimes make decisions based on selfish reasons as human beings.